I see it's about the time. Hey, Guy, why don't I kick it off to you, and whenever anybody wants me to take a turn, give me a little advance warning so I can re-zero feet. W5CMK in the bunch, K5LYN.
All righty, man. You ready for me to start this little operation?
It's all up to you.
All righty. Good evening, everybody. My name's Guy. My call sign is Whiskey 5 Charlie Mike Kilo. And we're about to enter into the finest hour of amateur radio for the entire week. The Boat Anchors Unlimited channel. If anyone needs this frequency for emergency use, please come back. Hearing nobody, we're going to spend about the next hour or so, ever how long it takes, cussing, discussing, sharing ideas, and having a good old time with these old glow-in-the-dark radios. This is a direct net, but please channel all your communication through the net control at the time, which there's about 4 of us. I don't know, maybe 5 or 7 by now, who knows. And tonight I'm running my Drake TR4 with no suffix and no amplifier because I am in the process of doing some modifications to my export Henry, and the other one's got a little bad case of a cold or a little problem with one of the tube circuits. I got to get in there and get it with the program. All right, let's say, Matt, KQ5DR, you want to kick in? I would say that's no. N5YER, Bill, you want to kick in?
I just got to the radio, KQ5DR.
All right, let's back up, Bill. Let's let Matt kick in. Go ahead, Matt.
They called me across the room there, and had to get over here to the radio. This is KQ5DR. Coming at you 2.4K wide and 200 watts tall. Izu Fox Tango 1000 Delta. Sending that all into the mighty double zip there at 60 feet. And that's about all there's going on out here in the Fat Chicken Ranch out near Page. KK5DR.
All right, good deal, man. YER, it's your turn now, Bill. Maybe not. Maybe we'll come back in him in a minute. Hey, W5DK, Don.
Yeah, all right. Evening, Guy, everybody on the net. This is Don, Whiskey 5 Delta Kilo. And we're in Comal County, north of San Antonio. And running similar to you, Guy, I'm running the TR4. And I'm pushing it out with an L4. Few watts, and it's going to a double extended ZEP antenna tonight, I think. Good to hear, everybody. Thanks for letting me check in, and I'll get back to you, W5DK.
All right, Don, good deal. Yeah, I'm running up to a dual band double bazooka at about 45 foot and using a Shure Crystal 4 microphone on my rig, too.
Shiny D104 here.
Yeah, whatever works, right?
You bet.
All right. Hey, Bob, CXG, tell us about what's going on out in San Angelo, Texas.
Okay, I'll do that. K516. We were hoping for some rain. Got some clouds. So I guess we got clouds. And we got some static. We got everything but the rain. Clouds, static, cool temperatures, no rain. That's about all that's going on around here on the 520 tonight, 520S. And I've got the R388 with a prominent detector sitting over here warming up. Going to listen to the rest of that on it. And that's about it. Not much new. Everybody have a good week and catch you all next time, K5CXT.
All right, good deal, young man. We'll catch you somewhere up or down the band here later on. Whiskey 5, Sierra uniform. Carl, come on in and tell us about that rig you're running.
Yeah, thank you very much. It started to scan
at the end of your transmission, it'll do that. It kind of scans when it feels like it. But yeah, it's that SPE 34. Not quite in real good shape transmit-wise. I think it's got a weak tube. It's not really putting out what it ought to, but it's driving a 31000, putting out about 400 watts to a end-fed inverted L, which came out of its tree. So it droops down to about 10 feet off the ground. And I'm feeding that with a remote motorized manual coupler. So that's the rundown. It's kind of a really weird setup here. I've got the transceiver sitting on a folding chair, and I've got a little foot switch in the amplifier, and a bunch of twiddlies and duct tape. So that's the story. W5SU.
Well, whatever works, right?
Oh, absolutely. For however long it'll work.
Well, it'll work till it don't no more. All right, good deal. Good work, Carl, on the SPE. Hey, Doug, W5IS. Let me pick you up, and I'm going to pick up Dan, KAWZ, and I'm going to throw it over to Rusty.
Yeah, good evening, guy, and all the boat anchor bunch. And I switched over, what you call it, the net I got over. I was talking earlier on 8:30, and I'm on the TR4 now. And a double bazooka dual band up there, about 40 foot in the air. I'm running it through SB1000, and they come down. Think that's got a USB1000 on UDH. I was tempted to call it. I like it a little bit. I rebuilt this one I've got here. But anyway, I wanted to let you go on with the net. Appreciate you doing a good job, my guy. Good to hear you. As net control again. W5IS.
Roger, Doug. Well, that's a good Drake-to-Drake contact there. Good deal. All right, hey, Dan, Mr. Whiskey Oscar Zulu, come on in there and tell us what you got going on.
Yeah, good evening, Guy, and all the other boat anchor collectors. This is Dan, KWZ, downtown Houston, the sanctuary city of Texas. Just talking on Doug turned his off, so I turned mine on. I got a Kenwood TS830 on here. So with an MC50 microphone and driving a Kenwood TL922. And the antenna's the same thing Doug's using, a two-band, same thing you're using too, Guy, a two-band bazooka up there about 42 feet. And right here it is exactly 1-to-1. Don't need a tuner or anything. It's 1-to-1 on 3870. And it's 1-to-1 also on 7235. So I seldom need to touch a tuner. Let's see. Don't know much else. Working out a bunch of stuff. I'm learning some stuff about plate chokes on amplifiers. That a plate choke is not a plate choke unless you got the right one in there. And I found that I couldn't get a tank circuit to come alive and work properly until I got the right one in. I had to try about 4 different ones. Get a little different inductance on one, and by God, this one just zeroes right in where it belongs. So there's a lot more that I don't know about that I ain't read enough about yet, I guess, for building amplifiers. Anyway, we solved that one problem on one of them, and I'm going to go back and change another one to make it work even better. That's it from here, Guy. Thanks for letting us sneak in. W5CMK, KWOZ.
All righty, Dan. Yeah, it's always a work in progress, right?
Roger.
All right, good deal. Hey, Rusty, you want to see if you can't grab a few WK5R from W5CMK and a boat anchor?
W5C.
Okay.
Boat anchor. All right. Thank you, Guy. Good evening, everybody. This is WK5R, and I'm on the usual helicopter HT-37, HT-37,
now. Moving on me a little bit there. And that's the helicopter's HC-37. I'm using the audio technical microphone. And move it again. Hang on. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay. Well, still moving. That's starting to quit. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's getting closer. And it's still moving. Anyway, who else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
N5MOK.
Yeah, go ahead, Moki.
Yeah, good evening, everybody on that there. Well, tonight I'm on the old 520. I'm talking into a MC50 microphone, driving a SB220, driving about 50 watts. Looks like we get about 900, something like that. But anyway, seems to be doing a job. The old antenna's a inverted V. One of the legs kind of fell down, but it's still working. It's one of those temporary antennas I had about 12 years. But anyway, back to that there, Rusty, N5MOK.
Alright, MOK. Good. Kenwood sounds good. So, appreciate you checking in. Alright, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Tango X-Ray Whiskey.
Alright, go ahead there, George.
Well, howdy, Rusty, and all around the net from WB5TXW here in Austin. For the finest hour of amateur radio for the week, on a Shure 444 into the 32S1, 75S3, watt S-line Collins. 30L1 amplifier, which seems to be working so far. Power supply, speaker, 75-meter dipole, and everybody's sounding good, over.
Roger. Collins stuff sounds good there. So, appreciate you checking in there, George. We'll catch you next time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Mr. Kilo.
N0GBK. Almost got it in. I believe, is that Steve?
The name is Kurt, Charlie Uniform Romeo Tango.
Sorry about that, Kurt, but go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for letting me jump in there. This is N0GBK. Name is Kurt. And I'm looking up at South Central Nebraska. And checking in tonight on a Galaxy TP550 with a Shure 444 microphones at the speaker console and using a outboard digital display on that. And I'm running that into a off-contact dipole up about 25 feet. So we're getting some, a lot of the smoke from the coast in Colorado into Nebraska today. So pretty dark and hazy here in Nebraska. So that's it here. Back to this. This is N0GBK.
Okay, Kurt, the Galaxy 550 sounds good there. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for checking in from Nebraska. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
W5HTR.
All right, good evening. Go ahead, Fred.
Well, good evening, all. I'm glad I got the opportunity to check in tonight. Good to hear everybody. Sure waiting for an opportunity where we could see everybody. Talking on the T4X this evening and listening on the R4B, getting a little bit of help from FL2100B. It could be a little more helpful, but for some reason I may have a soft tube or so. Otherwise, that's pretty much the rig, an inverted V antenna, and the mic's a Shure 450, about the same as the 444, only a little more modern, I guess. And that's the story here. Not much else to offer. Just wanted to throw my regards in. Back to you, W5HTR.
Okay, Fred, the Drake stuff sounds good there. And yeah, I agree with you. Ready to shake a few balls. Appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you next time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Kilo 5 X-Ray Bravo.
K5XB, go ahead.
Roger, Rusty, guys. K5XC Larry from Emory. Run a Halifax Cyclone 2 microphone. It's my with SEP 101 and 112 there. And the antenna, a double bazooka up about 30 feet, dipole bazooka. So we are tonight.
Okay, I think you said you were on engagement SE 101. It sounded good to start, then it got sounding like you had a little RF there or something going on. But maybe you'll find that whatever it is, and we'll catch you next time. Appreciate you checking in there. Anything else to the net?
No, but that signal is important. That's kind of what I wanted to know. It's the Halifax Cyclone 2.
RF.
Yeah, hey, Rusty.
Got RF on it now. I don't know if I'm touching the microphone or what, but you got a little RF there, over.
Hey, Rusty, can I talk to him?
Yes, go ahead, man.
Yeah, Larry, I got it to vintage Halifax. Your audio is barely understandable, and I suspect paper and electrolytic caps need to be replaced. If that hadn't been done, that'll probably fix it, over.
Roger, Roger. That's what fixed it up. Thanks.
Yeah, bad paper caps. Okay, back to you, Rusty.
Okay, appreciate that. Sorry about that, Larry. I was having the same problem getting everything you were saying there. But anyway, appreciate you checking in, and yeah, check out those caps. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Yeah, Whiskey Bravo, 1 Echo.
Hey, go ahead, Doug.
Hello, everybody in the heavily anchorage system that we all live in and thrive in. Anyway, this is Doug, WB1 and Brian. And talking to you tonight, the trusty old Swan 500. I was kind of tapping on the side there a little bit about a minute ago, and I was thinking that I need to cycle some tubes in the sockets. But yeah, I probably need to do that anyway. But the Swan 500, it's working great. It looks great, and boy, was I lucked out. I really did. All I did was clean the rotary switch with some of those tightly wound Q-tips. They call them ITs. They're like little pencils. So you can buy them in the beauty section at HEB. And that and a little bit of carburetor cleaner. Remove that. I swear by that stuff. Remove that silver oxide off the band switch. Really good. Brought it to life. So that's the story on the Swan 500. Microphone is a Electro Voice 638. And get a little help with a Henry Export 2K. How did it get back here? I don't know, but I'm glad it is. It's here. It's a 2K export, so running 2 3/500s at about 2,800 volts. And the antenna is it's a dipole. It's what they call a doublet, I guess you could say, tuned to this frequency. And it's up about 90 feet, and the legs coming down the perspective quarter wave. So there you go, Rusty. Everybody sounded great tonight. So I'll look forward to doing this again sometime soon. Rusty, W5KR, this is Whiskey Bravo, 1 Echo. Back to net.
Yeah, okay. I guess I got a dyslexic call. Swan 500 sounds great there, Doug, and the carburetor cleaner. I turned the key over and it started right up. Appreciate you checking in. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
W5XU.
W5XU, go ahead, David.
Well, good evening, Rusty, and good evening again, gentlemen. I'm talking on the Drake C line, the R4C, which has a lot of Rob Sherwood's little magic boxes in it, the T4XC, which I just a couple of weeks ago had on the bench and cleaned it. I didn't use carburetor cleaner on the switches. I used a lacquer thinner, and that works out pretty good as well. And those run to an L4B. I'm peaking about maybe 500 mils, and that gives me about 400 watts right now. So everything was working fine. The antenna is a 160/80 dipole up about 50 feet. Since we had a little wind the last couple of days, it's kind of a sloping dipole. I think it slipped off one of the branches on this oak tree that I had one end on it. Anyway, no rain today. tomorrow, which we are grateful for. Poor people in Alabama and Atlanta, where one of my children live, is getting a lot of rain right now. Everybody be careful. God bless you. I'll see you next week, hopefully. W5XU.
Okay. Roger. I think we've all had antennas that look like that from one time to another. Appreciate you checking in there, and we'll catch you next time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? Come now.
Lima, Romeo X-ray.
Okay, there was something with Lima, Romeo, I think it said sugar, but I'm not for sure there in the suffix. Go ahead.
This is K5LRX, K5 Lima, Romeo X-ray, Jack in Austin. Be a very short one. Checking in to say hi, pay my respects to my ham radio friends, and thank God that we get a chance to keep each other company and not have to socially, what do they call it, undistance, right? We can, we're at a socially distant, politically correct situation here. And we can still keep each other company, so not bad. So, I send it back to the net. Thank you kindly for picking me up. This is Kilo 5 Lima Romeo X-ray.
Okay, Jack. Yeah, you sound good now. You come up out of the thing. I don't know what was going on a while ago. Somebody tuned up there behind you, but all it did was quieten it down, and all was you, like FM. Just check it in there, Jack. We'll catch you next time. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
WA5EDX.
Go ahead, Byron.
Hey, good evening, Rusty, and everybody else on the net. This is WA5EDX. Talking to y'all from beautiful Bluffdale, Texas tonight on the Kenwood 820S. The official radio of the Boat Anchor Net. I think we have the numbers tonight to declare us the winner. Closely followed by the 520s, I believe. Hi. And Rusty, you got a good sounding FM rig there earlier. So it's good to run a new mode here for a chance. Hi. And speaking of FM, Doug was full quieting on my receiver a while ago, barreling in from College Station. So there's your flowers and your signal report, Doug. MC50 Mike, inverted V antenna. We're waiting for a cold front to come into North Texas here Friday evening, just in time for Friday Night Lights, I hope. And it's been a little humid this week, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's all I know for sure, Rusty. Back to you. Thanks for calling the net. It's sure good to hear old Guy's voice back on 3870 airways. It's like a voice from the past there, Guy. Good to have you back. WA5EDX. Back to you, Rusty.
Byron, the Kenwood sounds good. I appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you later on there. I'm going to make one more call, then I'm going to throw it down to Jay. And I got to run outside and slap the air conditioner in so I can get the contractor to kick in. It's getting hot in here. I think that's why the helicopter's drifting so much on me. But anyway, who else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
N5KBP.
All right, go ahead there, Marty.
Hey, Rusty, appreciate you being there. This is Marty, N5KBP. I'm on the old FT102 tonight. Driver with freeholder radio 811. And antenna's a 200-foot skywire. It's hot. I'm in the shack and I just turned the air conditioning on, so take a little while to cool down. Anyway, that sounds good tonight. N5KBP.
The AZ102 sounds good there, Marty, and appreciate you checking in. We'll catch you next time. And Jay, get ready. She's coming down to you there. And it's getting warm in here. The AC kicked off after reached the cooling temperature and didn't kick back on. I got to run out and slap it. They're supposed to be here in the morning to work on it. We can figure out what's going on. So here she comes there, Jay. KM5QS and WK5R, and I'm going to run slap the air conditioner.
Just don't let it slap you back. Oh, thank you, Rusty. This is KM5QS, and I'm coming to you this evening on a different radio. It's like Byron said, we're trying to outnumber the Drakes with the Kenwood 5820 TS820S, TL922 amplifier, electric voice, 664 alpha microphone, and homebrew antenna system and tuner. So, 160 meter dipole, just stretch it out across the neighborhood. So that ought to give me enough wire in there to pick somebody up. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come down, please.
KC5L.
Okay. Can you say KC5L?
Roger. KC5L.
I thought that's what you said. That was a static crash. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, good evening, Jay, and the Boat Anchors Net. It's Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And tonight we're on the usual here, D104 microphone, Central Electronics 200B exciter, and a 600L amplifier, Palstar balance line tuner, and a homebrew open wire line, and double it up about 15 feet, and listening on an R390A. So that's it for me here. I'll keep it short. Go back to net, KC5L.
Okay, Tom. Well, you're loud down here. It's probably because you got such a good radio. I'd hesitate to say it's because I got such a good receiver, but anyway, thank you, sir. We'll catch you next week. Who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come down, please. My goodness. Surely we haven't worked everybody yet. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Can anyone hear that station? No. Okay, I thought I heard somebody way out there, but I'm just not quite pulling them out.
I didn't hear a thing, Jay.
Well, maybe it'll come up in a minute, or somebody else will pick them up in a minute. Denver, did you ever make it back? Well, I guess not. How about N5YER? Did you get back? My goodness. Well, let me try one more time. Anybody out there? Well, in a case like this, Lynn, I think it's getting to be about time. You said you wanted to be on the air anyway, so I'll see what you can do with it, and I'll take a shot next time. KM5QS.
Well, does it sound like I hit the target? Am I in the right place, Jay? K5LYN.
Yes, sir. You're good enough for me.
Okay. Well, this is K5LYN returning. Yeah, I'm listening for KG7TR, but I told him about 15 minutes later, so we're a little early here. I'm on the Cheap and Easy SSB, which is a homebrew transmitter from QST 1956, and it was built by Mike Bond, KG7TR, in the year 2012, and I'm using it to drive a Johnson Viking Courier amplifier that K5CGI Richard made available to me, and I'm putting out a little bit less. I'm putting out about 400 watts. I had about 500 watts on the other station I was on a while ago. And let me just back up. Before I call Mike, I don't think we're going to hear Arizona just yet. It's a little bit early, though it has gotten dark here. Sammy was here, W5DPP. Sammy, you want to talk to us? How about it, K5LYN? I guess not. Maybe he went off to watch the news or something like that. And good evening to all the interesting fellows that have been on here thus far. Okay, anybody want to talk boat anchors tonight? K5LYN, calling and listening. Well, we may have cleaned out the closet. KG7TR, Mike, any chance you're hearing me out there this early? How about it? K5LYN. Well, I guess the skip is not that far west. Well, let's see. Anybody want to do any follow-up to anything they said earlier, or anybody that talked once before want to talk some more, or any other check-ins out there? K5LYN calling and listening.
Yeah, I got a comment.
Comment, go ahead.
Yeah, you can count all the 520s and 820s and 830s and 530s you want to, and they won't equal up. All of them together won't equal up to the amount of tubes I got in my Draco.
Well, everything sounded pretty good. At least we can throw in some of this smooth, superb audio from the Kenwoods to kind of help balance it out. That is, if I'm not running too hot. I just noticed my ALC's a little high. Did I have a little too much mic gain?
Oh, no, you're all right. You just found the band just a tad.
Oh, okay. Well, I can fix that.
Hey, Guy?
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you heard what David, W5XU, and I were talking about. We're all finding that the crystal filters on the TR3s have failed. And they'll work, but they don't sound quite right. Like, I've got one on the air that's an absolutely beautiful one, totally recapped, but my voice is all highs. It doesn't have any lows in it at all. It doesn't sound natural. And there's not a solution to that, but we're scheming ways to resolve that. And I know you've got some TR3s up there, so stand by. We're working for solutions.
Roger that. Yeah. One in particular, I've got one that sounds pretty good. I actually ended up with 3 of the darn things now. But one of them is really narrow, and yeah, that's probably where I need to go with that little retrofit whenever y'all figure it out. When all of them above figured out. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of people working on this because it's beginning to affect all of them. And I've been on the internet with several different people with a variety of solutions, but what sounded good to me, there's a bunch of 9 megahertz crystals out there, and that's the approximate, the upper sideband filter is just above the 9 megahertz and the other is just below it, but we've got crystals that have drifted around. So one of the possibilities is to find just the right combination of our stack of various 9 megahertz crystals and put a new filter together.
And then?
Yeah.
What's happening is the crystal ladder, the ladder of crystals they have in every crystal filter have aged at different rates, and it's caused distortion and narrowing of the sideband envelope.
Yeah, and they've all they're failing one at a time in the TR3s. But we've got a big variety of 9 megahertz crystals. Like I've got a box of them, and some are above 9 and some are below 9, you know. So if we just get the right combination, we might be able to duplicate what the original intention was. And one of the reasons there's so many of those around, the CB crystals at 27 were multiples of 9 megahertz.
N50JB back. That are 3 kcs apart, you'll have yourself a 3 kc filter. It's no different what Tentec did for years on their crystal filters. Literally individual crystals on a PC board and then plugged into the radio. So you can stack, your individual crystals, but they have to be very close in frequency in order to make the shape of the SSB signal you want to pass it.
Yeah, I think most of us would be satisfied if we can just get one that sounds about right. You've heard my TR3, Matt. You know what I'm talking about.
But if you find a set of crystals that have a 3 kc spread, it should work.
Well, we're working on it. Anyway, good input there. And I think I had Denver. Denver, did I hear you come back?
Yes, sir. You sure did.
Talk to us.
All right. This is Denver, N50JB in Gonzales, Texas. I'm talking to you on an old TS820 hybrid radio, driving an NCL 2000 to a fan dipole, homemade fan dipole, at about 30 apex, about 30 foot in the air, and running a Shure microphone. It's a stage mic. It's an SM57, and everything seems to be working fine. And everything sounds good on here tonight. Everybody sounds good, and I can't complain about anything. So back to you, Lynn.
Yeah, okay, Denver. Yeah, and you heard us talking about the alternatives for Drake transceivers. I had a NCX5 that was a disaster, and I had another one that was a disaster, but I have owned NCX3, and if you can come up with a good one, they're pretty good.
Oh, yes, I've owned the NCX5s, I've owned the NCX3s. The only one I haven't ever owned is the NCX1000.
There's a few of those around, and the few that I've heard can be made to work, but there's so much solid state in there, you've got to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, and they're very expensive, too.
Yep, that's right. Well, good to hear you, Denver. Anything else on your end this evening?
No, sir, that's it.
All right. Who else for the boat anchors this evening? K5LYN on the Cheap and Easy SSB, calling and listening. I heard somebody way down in there. Try it again.
That's KG7TR. I got him.
Yeah, that's your buddy out there in Arizona.
Okay, Mike, make us a transmission. Some of us are hearing you better than others, but make us a transmission. Let's see how we do.
Okay, yeah. Brand new homebrew transmitter, so that's what you're listening to. It's 37.00, so I know I'm on frequency. Hope you can copy me and the sound great.
Okay. Yeah, I got about 60% copy. You're on the brand new homebrew single sideband transmitter. The pictures you sent me today, a beautiful piece of work, Mike. Now, are we hearing an amplifier tonight? Over.
Yeah, the dual 813 running about 500 or 600 watts.
Okay, two 813s, also homebrew. Beautiful work. How are you hearing the SSB, the Cheap and Easy SSB up there?
Good signal. You're probably that's it, and I do not have a lot of background noise.
Okay, yeah, we're hearing you pretty well. We're a little bit early for the best propagation to Arizona, but glad you came in here this evening. Anything else for the group this evening? See, you get louder every transmission. I barely heard you at first, now it's Q5, so beautiful audio. Hey, Mike, when you sent me the picture, I couldn't tell what the finals were in that transceiver. Are those 6146s or sweep tubes? Okay, 6146s. Well, very, very nice work. Guys, Mike sent me some pictures of his newest project, and it's a beautiful job on a homebrew transceiver. And y'all are hearing it tonight. Any last comments, Mike? Over?
No, that's it. Looks like they're going to start the cosmetics on this baby and get it looking really pretty. Haven't decided whether I want to go to electric radio with an article or not.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll hope that Matt is recording. We'll find out in the morning if he was able to send us a recording tonight, and so you'll be hearing recording of your signal there. And I always look forward to it. I listen to it all the way from beginning to end. Every day he makes us a recording. All right. Anybody else want to talk to me before I check with the other net controls and see if they want to talk? K5LYN calling and listening.
Hey, Lynn.
Yeah, go ahead, Guy.
Why don't you share those pictures with us?
I reckon if I send them to Matt, he can put them on the site probably.
Yeah, that'd probably work real good.
Okay, I'll do that first thing in the morning. Great idea, Guy. Hey, it's your turn to talk. We want to go around the table again. You want to put out a few?
Sure, I'll take a little stand at it if you like to. This is Whiskey 5 Charlie Mike Kilo and the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. I'd like to kick in with the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, the finest hour of amateur radio for the week. Come now with your call sign suffix, please. Well, we might have done what Jay said. We may have cleaned the closet out. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, propagation is just about to be good. Everybody's already talking. Try it again, Russ.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. I went outside to slap the air conditioner and it was still running, so I guess I talked long enough while ago because I had quite a group of check-ins. Somebody had just heated it up. But anyway, this is WK5R. Anybody else left out there wants to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Alpha Foxtrot 5, Yankee Tango.
Alpha Foxtrot 5 Yankee Tango. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been sitting on the bench working on this KWM too, and got a problem with the receiver, but I'm hearing you guys at this point. I'm wondering how's my audio sound, over?
KWM2 sounds good there. Go ahead.
Well, thanks. All I got to do is figure out what I did to the receiver. It's kind of noisy and ugly, but otherwise I guess it seems to be working, and I appreciate it. Appreciate you getting back to me, over.
Roger, Roger. Appreciate it. Appreciate you checking in there. Anything else for the net?
Negative, other than I sure do enjoy working on these old boat anchors. They're what radio was meant to be.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, there we go, right there. I was bumping that thing a while ago. Anyway, appreciate you checking in, and we'll look for you again. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Yeah, question, Rusty.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, hey, is there any news about any organized ham get-togethers?
The only one I know of is going to be that one up here by me on October 17th, just out northwest of Terrell, between Terrell and North City, a little community called Poetry. That'll be 8 a.m. to about 2 p.m. There will be a little food there. They will take donations. And the talk-in frequency is 146.52. The FM simplex, I'm assuming. And the only other one I've heard anybody say anything about was, well, it may not be now. It's the New Orleans one. They may have some problems with the storm cruise. So that remains to be seen. That's all I know, Doug.
Well, fantastic. Well, that's quite a bit of knowledge. Thanks for giving that to us. It'd be really nice to have organized each week a small section of the net dedicated to get-togethers. But anyways, everybody sounds great tonight. And Rusty, thanks a lot for doing that. And I'll take care. And 7-3, y'all. 7-3. And this is WB1E.
One more piece of information about that.
Go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, the guy that's putting it on, KE1RR, is the current president of the Collins Collectors Association. So I assume you'll see some Collins stuff up there.
I bet you're right, Lynn. And I actually know him.
Comment?
Go ahead, Jay.
Yes, sir. For more information, if you need it, especially on how to get there, if you look him up on QRZ, I believe his call is Kilo Echo 1 Romeo, Kilo Echo 1 RR. And his QRZ page will give you the information you need to find out how to get there.
That's correct, Jay. There's that's where I got the information on talk-in frequency. And there's also a link there. You can get a link and look at a map, and it's showing satellite view.
Roger. Now I have to go outside and see how Doug managed to get parked in my driveway. Dang it. He broke my needle.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Doug.
Yeah, info,
go ahead.
Yeah, this is W5DK. There's another one in Cedar Park on October the 3rd. And there's a rain date for the 10th. It's going to be, they're calling it a garage sale. It's at a private residence. And the guy's call is Kilo Foxtrot 5 Yankee Tango Zulu. And it's got circulated in the Austin area. I don't know. I can maybe give you a phone number on this flyer.
Well, let me straighten that out just a little bit. Yeah, that is actually his wife, and her name is Lenore. And the husband is WB5DYA Cliff, who has been a check-in on this net. Comment, go.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is Jimmy, KT5WLF. I guess it's probably too late for me to check into the net, but my radio might be messing up a little bit too. But it's given actually by the ham boats at Central Country. I'm part of that club. But we're non-organized, bunch of, gypsies that
don't get anything going, but we all want to do a little. There's room there for quite a few more tables, actually. Probably around 30 tables still could be a hack as far as I can know. So if you could call the doors or Cliff and let them know you want one, I think it's $10, but there's also some, we're going to be giving away a radio. I don't know what kind yet. Let's see. Done by somebody else. But anyway, that's all I have. Yeah, go to the Austin Ham SwapNet page and you can see more information there. Or call that number for Cliff or Noah. WLS.
Yeah, thanks for the info there, Jimmy. And no, you're not too late to check in. We're still in the middle of the net there. Probably gonna be much longer though, because we haven't worked everybody out over.
Not too bad. Well, I'm talking on my old FT1012 Delta, and I don't have a very good mic on it. I see it trying to cut out, but I plan on having a better mic next week. So anyway, thanks for checking me in, Lynn, and I'd like to see everybody out there for at least a few of you. We're going to keep our 6-foot distancing, release not into that. The corner lot is like a torture lot. It'll be a good time. Y'all come on in.
Okay, Jimmy. Appreciate the info there, and it sounds a lot better now than it did earlier. It was breaking up and messed up earlier, but you got it going in the right direction. Catch you later. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
I'm okay.
Hey, go ahead, Moki.
Yeah, just a question about that poultry sale there. They will have any outhouses out there?
Yeah, there will be porta potty.
Okay, I didn't know we need to bring oak tree or not. All right, appreciate it. N5, I'm okay.
Yeah, our fire hydrant over.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right, anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Well, I think I'm about running in there. All right, Jay, your turn. KM5QS, WK5R. See if you can drum up anything before we close it.
Well, alrighty. If I can get one more, I'll double my number of contacts tonight. So let's. Is there anybody that we've missed or that has any comments or any questions about anything boat anchor related or just amateur radio or any whatever? Come now, please.
K5AX stuff.
Oh, hello, Bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello, Jay and the group. K5AXW here on the east side of Dripping Springs. A little late getting in here. It's been an interesting day. But bang conditions are really good. Running the NCX3 tonight. That's getting a little help from the FL2100B. And that's going out to an off-center fed dipole, not very high, hidden in the fence line away from the HOA police. So that's the story here. Coming in good, Jay. KM5QS and the group, K5AXW.
All right. Thank you very much, Bill. That sounded great tonight. Its band is pretty good, actually. I don't know what it is, but it just seemed to pick up. Of course, I'm on a different radio, so maybe I just finally got a good receiver. Who knows? All right. Thank you, Bill. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
I got a little story today.
Well, go ahead.
I heard you a while ago, and I had tuned up on the dummy load, and I was hollering my brains out trying to get you to hear me. I said, why in the hell can't they hear me? Damn, I'm on a dummy load.
Well, if you can hear me on the dummy load, this old 922 is doing its job.
That's it.
Oh, me. Well, anyone else want to take a shot? KM5QS. to, let's see, who am I supposed to pass it back to, Lynn or Russ? No, Rusty passed it to me, so, yeah, Lynn, that's it.
Okay, Jay, I'll make a quick follow-up. I need to go anyway. Anybody need to talk to me before I call it a night? K5LYN. Silence is golden. 73, y'all. See you next week. I'm out.